We first decided to get involved in Give and Gain Day before we actually became members of business in the community, because we were looking for a vehicle that would allow us to get involved in employee volunteering without necessarily having to identify the event ourselves and do all the logistical work, but where we could really focus our energies on turning up and executing the event to the best of our ability. The volunteering we've been involved in through Give and Gain Day has actually been quite varied. So in our first year, for example, we took part in running a CV writing workshop in a homelessness shelter in Tower Hamlets. And last year we were in a school in South London doing gardening for a day. I think the impact that Give and Gain Day can have on local communities is really profound. I mean, obviously there's the short-term benefit of community organisations getting an event run or getting a mural painted or getting some gardening done. But there's also a fundamental exchange happening. Businesses are getting exposed to the issues that community organisations on their doorstep are having to grapple with. The community organisations are getting exposed to business ways of thinking and acting. And it doesn't take a huge leap of the imagination to see an opportunity for the private sector to become more responsible and the third sector to become more commercial. You only have to read the headlines to know that that would be to everyone's benefit. In headcount terms, I think I'm right in saying that we're actually business in the community's smallest member. And so when we go out on Give and Gain Day, we take the whole business onto a project and we just close down the office for 24 hours. That means that knowing what the benefits of all of this are for us is really important, because that's a massive commitment for the firm. Thankfully, there are huge benefits, and they're mostly in terms of how our colleagues interact with each other. On the day of a project, you see people who don't normally work to each other in the office environment working alongside each other for the first time. Relationships are being formed, perspectives being broadened. There are opportunities for deepening friendships. There are opportunities for individuals to be thrust into leadership roles for the first time. And so we always come away from something like Give and Gain Day feeling like we've gained benefits that it would have taken us months to acquire in a normal way. I think the benefits businesses get from Give and Gain Day are mostly going to be in terms of their staff and the feeling of cohesion and the feeling of fulfillment that their staff have in their roles. That said, there's a deeper reason to do this as well, which is that the firms who provide these sort of opportunities for their staff are, longer term, going to be better able to recruit and to retain the best people. Our advice to other businesses who are thinking about getting involved in Give and Gain Day is give it a try. Send some colleagues along on May the 17th and just see what they're like when they come back. See the enthusiasm and the commitment that they've got to this. And my prediction would be they will be the ones sticking out their hands and saying they want to organise it and broaden it and expand it to more colleagues next year.